Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new episode of All About A Fursuiter, the series where we interview furries, get to know a little bit more about the furry fandom, one furry at a time. Yes. So in this episode, we're going to be interviewing Sammy the Skunk, or Samylestinker as he goes by on his social media, which is hilarious to be honest. Yeah, this interview will be the first fursuiter that we'll be interviewing that is French-Canadian, which I think is really cool to be honest. I think it's really cool exploring other cultures, and I really love it to be honest. So as always, we will be asking him 5 questions, and without further ado, let's get into it. Yes! So the first question I have for you, Sammy, is, who is Sammy?
Oh, hi. Well, I'm not going to be much of an innovator here, but when I designed Sammy the first time, I saw him as a reflection of the kind of person that I would like to be, namely an alter ego. But who exactly is Sammy? That's a real question here. Well, Sammy is playful, he's also expressive, with a little pinch of hopeless romanticism, and is a skunk who absolutely reeks of charisma. Yeah, a lot in fact. So yeah, bonjour, I'm Sammy.
You know, I think it's really cool how you have Sammy like that. That's really cool. I mean, for Benji, he was just like a simple creation. I just made him from the top up. That's really cool how you did that for Sammy, my dude. I love it. Yes. Boy. On to the second question now. And that is, what are some positive things about being a French-Canadian?
What makes me proud of being a French-Canadian is that I get to be a perfect totality doppelganger. No, in all seriousness, what makes me proud of being a French-Canadian, it relies in its history. History filled with unity and resiliency. As French-Canadian in history has got their backs against the wall too many times that I would like to remember. France abandoned us during the 7 Years' War. They left us at the mercy of the Brits that for decades, if not a century, tried to assimilate us to their will and to their culture. And 300 of years later, we are still standing. We are still proud of who we are because we never let go of our history, of our heritage, and of our language, even to the point that our official province of Quebec slogan says "Je me souviens," which means I remember.
You know, I think that is really cool historical facts you gave there. I think that is really honorable and just really cool, man. I love that. Seriously, I love that. Seriously. Awesome dude, awesome person. Again, I will leave all the links to Sammy in the description down below. Be sure to follow him on everywhere. He's an amazing TikToker, an amazing person, so be sure to check him out. Yes. Speaking of TikToker and content creation, let's get on to the third question now, and that is, what inspired you to get into content creation?
What inspired me to become a content creator? Story time. Okay, actually it's 2 stories, but it goes well hand in hand. You will understand pretty quickly why. Story number 1. I've been in the fandom for the past 8 years, and throughout all those years, I got to enjoy all the great things that this fandom here has to offer. To the point where I started wondering to myself, hey, is there a way that I could give back? Or should I say, is there a way that I could contribute to the wheel of everything that makes this fandom such a great place to be? And then I went to thinking, and that's where we got into story number 2. I've been in direct contact with the world of entertainment and show business ever since I was a wee little skunk with my dad having a music band, doing some music and gigs for the past 30 years. And over the years, when I went to my senior years in high school, I got to discover drama art classes on which I absolutely fell in love with. And I went on to go to college in that very same domain in theater on my way to become a professional comedian. But after I dropped out after a year, I still learned lots of great things over there during my time at school and at college. And I always went with the question, if only I can find a way to put what I learned into practice, into what I'm doing today. And now all those years forward, And all the way to 2020, the whole story came in full circle when I actually debuted on Twitch.tv on July of 2020. And even there, I already had my fursuit at the time. I was taking it as an opportunity to do some fursuit performing, just so I could make sure that I could bring smiles on people's face. Because if you had to ask me the question, Sammy, what is the greatest thing that you wanted to do in your life? I didn't want it to become a doctor. I didn't want it to become a lawyer. The only thing I really wanted to do in life was to bring smiles upon people's face, and it is something that I am actually really proud that I get to do thanks to this community, and that either it is on Twitch.tv, on TikTok, or all the other social medias there is out there.
I think that's a really neat story. I love it, dude. I love hearing your story about it. I mean, I love that you're just kind of born into like the media. That's really cool, dude. I love it. Like destined to be, you know? I love it. Yes. On to the fourth question now, and that is, what is your favorite food?
Well, my favorite French-Canadian food is actually an icon of Canadian cuisine that is named the poutine. The poutine that has been invented in the mid-50s in a little town called Drummondville, and now I can see you coming. What, Sammy, what exactly is the poutine? Okay, picture this. Take the most golden, crispiest French fries you can ever get. Put that at the bottom of an aluminum dish. Top it with a couple of cheese curds, and then you cover this with a warm blanket of gravy. You plant the fork into this, and voila! Mwah. Bon appetit!
You know, I still want to try. I really still want to try poutine. I still haven't tried it yet, and I don't want to try it here in America. I don't, because I want to try it in Canada or the Canadian area. Because I know I feel like, in my opinion, it'd be a lot better up where it's in Canada. At least that's just my opinion alone. So yes. And now on to the fifth and final question now, and that is, what are some positive things that the furry fandom has done for you?
Something that I absolutely adore about this fandom is how supportive we are of each other. After 3 years of content creating and still going, over the years, as I started to go to events, as I started to go to conventions and furry meets in my local region and province, I got some people over time who came to me and said, "Hey Sammy, how's it going? I saw your TikTok videos. What you're doing is fantastic." Or, "I saw you on Twitch. You're so good. You're so hilarious. I'm having a great time watching your stuff." And every time that those comments out truly and really warms my heart like you wouldn't believe, because I've always been somebody really self-conscious about what I do for two reasons. First of all, my own self-confidence, and second reason, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Yes, French is my first language, and we can hear it in my accent as I'm talking. But even through that, to hear people complimenting about what I'm doing, that what I'm doing is good, how they make them feel, how they make them feel happy, how they truly appreciate what I'm doing, and the impact that I'm having to their day, and how on the global aspect, how supportive we are with each other in this community, no matter the aspect that it is, like we're doing videos, music, visual art, or whatever. The support that we share among each other is absolutely amazing to see. And if I get this opportunity to give something back, to give that feeling back, to end this whole thing, Benji, you're doing some amazing stuff. Keep up the good work. Mwah.
Sammy, you are an absolute sweetheart. I love it. I love all the things that you said. Really cool. Awesome. Again, I hope you all enjoyed this. Again, Sammy is just a really awesome person. Huge positive influence on the fandom. Check him out. Once again, I'll leave all of the links to every single of his social media and all his content creation in the description down below. Be sure to check him out. He's an amazing person. If you guys did enjoy this, give us a like, subscribe, turn on notifications. But as always, I'm Joe. A good farewell.